Now, let's get to the good stuff. You don't know me, but after a few minutes of watching this video, I can guarantee you're going to hate me. You'll have in your hands the exact same system I've been using day in and day out to keep my account looking like this, instead of like this. Ugh, I know that second image hurts to look at. Let me guess. That's because this second image looks a lot like your account. Or in other words, you're or more accurately, failing online. And you're failing quite mightily, if I may say so. Now, I know everyone says it's not your fault you're failing online. They'll convince you that you just weren't told about the shindig, or that whiz-bang method. Well, you know what? I've had just about enough of that talk. If your account still looks like that, it is your fault. And it's 100% your fault. Look, if you keep buying the products that don't work, and then buying another product with the same sales pitch and it doesn't work, you're the source of your failure. If you keep trusting in pseudo-gurus whose names popped up last week with no track record and no real credibility to their name, well, the only person to blame is the man in the mirror. Let's face it, you're unlucky. Scratch that. You're one of the most unlucky SOBs I've ever come across in my short life. You know how I know? Because look at this graph. This is all the money whizzing by you online. Here you are, in the greatest industry in the world, with the most money ever available to the little guy in history. And what are you busy doing? Learning from charlatans, buying up biz-op offers, who don't give two damns about how your bank account or how your credit card looks when they're through with you. You don't have any clue who to listen to. And the world is simply not kind to those who don't do their homework. That's precisely why I needed to create a system for you today that has nothing to do with luck. And here's another thing you've got going for you. With me, things are different than what you're used to. Very different. And that's because I stand behind my products to ensure everybody who does business with me winds up in the green, not in the red. You come near me, we do business together. You wind up with more money in your pocket, not less. It's my personal credo. It's my mission statement. It's what I live by. Don't buy it? Look me up. Justin Mickey. Stop blaming gurus for your problem. Heck, I've seen so much guru bashing lately, I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Hills. You know what? Everybody should just shut up about the gurus. If you're bashing a guru, you're bashing me. And some of us really do make a hell of a lot of money online. You see, a guru is likely somebody that's actually been where you've been and found their way out of it. You want to learn from aspiring actors? You'll get an aspiring actor's salary. You want to learn from me and the systems I use? A guy who, with no marketing budget, went from scratch to building one of the top 10 entertainment businesses in Canada. In my first 2 years online, a guy whose published work, Street Smart Internet Marketing, has become the authority in major universities all around the world that professors turn to give their students a window into the world of making money online. A guy whose trainings have helped over 100,000 people from 22 different countries and cranks out new trash-talking online success stories like popcorn. You want to learn from a guy like that? Smart. Because you just might start making money like me. There's no guarantees on that, of course, but it's just a wild guess. Capiche? So who am I? Well, I'm Justin Mickey, also known as the real OG, and that stands for the original guru. The guru you love to hate. The guru all the actors are pretending to be. I actually live the lifestyle they can only write scripts about. They wish they had my life, and I don't blame them. Because my life is insanely good, and I don't know too many people who can say that with a straight face. What you're looking at is a life you won't admit that you want, and a life you may walk away with, or walk away from, depending on the choices you make on this page. This is my house, a 7,000 square foot mansion. Man, trust me when I tell you, you don't know the good life until you've lived by the beach. Here's my dazzling wife, Christine, who no longer has to compete with a day job for my attention. Yeah, she actually used to be a successful model. Now, from my eyes only. Here are my kids, who've become my full-time commitment. That's the best part. I can do pretty much whatever, whenever. Here's a look at my pool. my Sea-Doo, my ATV, my surfboards. Yeah, some people call them childish habits. Well, I never grew out of them. Habits that aren't cheap, mind you. Don't be so surprised. The internet makes room for luxury when you know how to push its buttons.
Hi guys, and welcome to the $750 per day Micro Niche Ninja ClickBank system. If you're watching this video, that means you made the very smart decision of upgrading and adding this bit of information to your mental toolbox. This information here is a tweak to the original Micro Niche Ninja system, and we've tailored it for ClickBank. This system by itself is responsible for some $750 days and much higher. On average, it can bring in $500 to $750 per day just using this tweak by itself. So you're in for a real treat here. And what I would suggest is going through and listening to and watching the videos for this entire system in its entirety before we're going through the actual creation and setting up the system. In this Micro Niche Ninja ClickBank system, you're going to see me live go through and make the configurations and build a profit funnel using primarily ClickBank and WordPress. Okay, and we use it in a way that's a little different from your average affiliate out there who would make a standard review blog or something like that with the little stars and the ratings and all that stuff. We don't do any of that. This system does not involve anything to do with big JV list or mailing list. We're going to show you how just using natural traffic that you can build these sites up to this level. Now you're not going to get $750 a day from just one site. This system also, it's not going to take 1,000 sites to do it. This system is based around doing this with a handful of sites, maybe 20 or 30 sites at the most, to earn this amount of money. This system has, like I said, nothing to do with any other affiliate marketing. There's no more. This one doesn't rely on Amazon. It doesn't rely on any of the CPA stuff out there. It's solely on ClickBank. And does that mean you can't use anything else with it? Absolutely not. You can use ClickBank, and quite honestly, we have partners that use this with ClickBank and Commission Junction and CPA. They use it with CPA. I'm sorry, I said this is built for ClickBank, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay with ClickBank. You can use it with CPA as well. That's what I meant to say. And CPA and ClickBank can go hand in hand, and you'll see how in a minute. But it does work for those as well. The cost associated with creating these Micro Niche Ninja ClickBank sites is basically the cost of a domain name and your hosting. That's it. Now, as you get more into it and you start to learn the method, you're going to want to outsource this. And if you want to outsource these sites, it's only going to cost you $30 to $50 maximum to create a site that a piece, and that site can bring you many thousands of dollars a month after it's up. These are set it and forget it types of sites. These are set it and forget. So you're not going to have to go and do a lot of work on these every day, and you're not going to have to write pages and pages of content for these sites. Most of our sites that we're going to show you how to build are blogs, and they only have maybe 1 or 2 pages with 1 or 2 original pages of content. So that's why you can get them built so cheaply. And because you don't have to create all of that content and incur that big content creation fee, you can really outsource everything. I mean, when we say that you can outsource it all for $50, we're not just talking about the content creation. We're talking about all SEO work that you're going to need done, all link building. It can all be put on autopilot. You won't have to do a thing but upload the content. You really don't have to do that if you don't want to. But for $50, the business, that profit stream will be set up. You don't have to build a lot of them at first. Let's say you take $100 and you build 2, or you just decided to do them on your own. You could build 5 for the cost of 5 domains. Let's say that's $50 for 5 domains, and you have a hosting account that can handle all 5. Well, there you go. Now you have 5 of these up and running. Another important note is that not every one of these sites is going to be a winner. I'm sorry if you were expecting the magic button. Well, oh well. This is a powerful tactic, but there's no such thing as 100% in batting average when it comes to internet marketing. Now, most of them will be winners. That is the good thing. You only need a handful, let's say five of your sites to be winners, and you're looking at 5K per month, just about 5K per month. You could do that starting today, and 30 days from now, you can have that new income in your possession. And you can pretty much bank on every 5 to 10 sites, another 5 to 10,000 added to, let's say 7,500 added to your bottom line. And like I said, you may have to build 10 sites to get 5 winners. Let's say you went out and you had to build 10 sites you bought 10 domain names, and it would cost you $100, and you set up your hosting, and overall you spent maybe $150 you did on your own. And out of that $150, let's say that you got only 5, you did everything wrong. You did it completely wrong from what I said to do in this Micro Niche Ninja system, and you only get 5 of them to be winners. Those 5 sites bringing in 5K a month, that's worth $60,000 to you for that year, versus the $150 you spent. You see the trade-off? And that's not even counting. It's not even counting. You have 5K in income, like we said in Micro Niche system. That's worth something. That's a tradable, sellable asset. You could just cash out and then start over. So you sell your whole network of sites for, I don't know, 50 grand, and now what are you going to do? You have 50 grand in your pocket. You can build a hell of a lot more sites. So I hope you're getting excited, and I hope you realize that how smart you were to make the decision to take us up on this offer to reveal this variation to the system, because truthfully by itself this in itself could be a product that's sold for over hundreds of dollars in the internet marketing environment. But we just decided to make it part of the Micro Niche system because they go hand in hand, and we knew that our customers would like it. So you're in for a treat. In the upcoming video, we're going to start off with some stuff that it may be very familiar to you from the system, but I'm going to go over it anyway. And as we proceed, through some things will, like I said, they'll ring a bell, and you'll remember them from the Micro Niche, the main course. And if that's the case, that's fine. But then you'll notice the subtle tweaks, and then some things that we do completely different. So let's move on to the first video.